There isn't one single key to a happy life. Our happiness comes from many things, like connecting with others, how we treat ourselves, and how we relate to the natural world around us. And there are practices that have been shown in the lab to help us get better at these things. I'm Dacher Keltner, psychologist at UC Berkeley. Join me on the Science of Happiness podcast as we explore these practices. In each episode, guests from all walks of life give a practice a try. And then we hear from experts about why they work. Find the Science of Happiness wherever you get your podcasts.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcaster who once wondered seconds ago, because I record these together, if why pajamas are plural. But I also just was wondering, initially I was wondering, did I say friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's time. Yeah, I think I did say that part. But so pajamas is one word. Why did they pick the J? Because it's pajamas, right? Just curious. I'm wondering, though. I mean, I know it's stuck. They say, well, we picked it because we didn't pick it. It's the one that stuck. Paws didn't stick, obviously. And what and I say, well, you could have called them PMs. I mean, that would have been confusing but you wear them in the PM, for most people. I guess you wear them in the AM too. But I guess you're right. PJs works. But that's my only question. I know I can't turn back time, but it's just was it the only option? Not that it's a bad option. It's just something I think about and then I go on a tangent about to take your mind off stuff and keep you company because you deserve a good night's sleep. That's why I'm here, to distract you, keep you company with a silly little show that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's time for Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We're going to do some stuff about supporting the podcast. Then there'll be an intro to give you some space between the day and the night and to wind down to. And then there'll be a bedtime story at the end. It's time for Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. And these sponsors are the way I'm able to do it for free twice a week. Hey, everybody, I want to let you know about a podcast I love and a podcaster I love. If you want to learn about fascinating moments in history in the most relaxing way possible, then you got to check out Calm History. Each episode is narrated in a calm voice to help you relax or fall asleep. You'll learn about famous explorers, leaders, inventions, civilizations, and ancient wonders. And there's even a 6-part series about the Titanic. So just check your podcast player for Calm History, CALM History, or use the link in our show notes and check it out. Thanks, everybody. All right, everybody, it's time for our episodically modular series, Nuns in Space. And it is very episodically modular, so I'm going to give you a lot of the details you need. And then ideally the characters will fill in the rest. But it's the story of nuns in space, which may be a little bit, you say, oh, wow, I can't wait. And I say, well, technically it's a story with where nuns are in space. That part is true. But the nuns in space part is not exactly the centerpiece. So there's some main characters. Maybe I should start there. You say, oh, the nuns, of course. And I'd say, good question, but not exactly. The main character, the hero, or the heroic character is Stan, a sentient, you could simply describe as a sentient soda machine, freestyle. But of course, so much more than that. A sentient being who happens to be a soda machine, freestyle soda machine in their physical form. That part. So that's Stan. There's Stan's sidekick, Scooter. The character is very familiar. And then there are the nuns from Scooter's childhood. They're flying a spaceship. Scooter is on the spaceship with the nuns from his childhood. He's their only they're only, what do you call it, enlisted, or he's the only crew member. There's 3 nuns, they command the ship. Scooter's their only crew member. They're traveling somewhere important, but we don't know where. I don't think Scooter does, because it's a need-to-know information. And also, Stan, the freestyle soda machine, it is in the episodes. But basically, that's it. Each episode is something happens in space. Scooter tries to help the nuns as their crew member. And trying to get to help his best friend. Oh, Stan and Scooter are also best friends, even though Scooter's Stan's sidekick. To help his best friend and his leader. If you're a sidekick, what do you call your heroic figure you work for? I mean, other than Batman, if you're Robin, you say, like, how do you refer? If you're the sidekick, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to see how that plays out in Star Kid. But yeah, so the nuns so it's a story about nuns in space, kind of. So much more than that. A thinly veiled metaphor for an entirely unrelated story. Nuns in space, introduced by our Hollywood announcer. And if there's ever been a heroic figure, who could play how about that? A heroic figure playing a heroic figures. And does he cut a heroic figure? I don't even know what that means, but even at a distance, he said, that's clearly a heroic figure walking down my driveway so loudly. I said, can't you put like felt on the bottom of those shoes or something? Do you have shoe dampeners? And he said, I'm not sure those exist. And I said, well, we're inventing them. I said, what about, and then I said, he turned me down. Believe it or not, Antonio can be assertive. I said, what about wearing burlap sacks over your shoes? And he said, a sack? And I said, well, more like a burlap bag. I said, those will be shoe dampeners. And he said, well, I may, and I said, no, burlap is very, he said, I'll slip within the sack. So I said, I said, okay, no more, then I'm sorry then. This is what I had to say. I said, well, okay, so you're asserting your needs, and saying yes to what you're saying, no burlap bags on your shoes. I do need to implement a no shoe policy from now on. And so moving forward, you've heard there's been a bit, I think there's a famous baseball player called Shoeless Somebody. He's not in shoes. It's not what he would choose. But it's the clomping of his heels we did lose. This time here to introduce our series, Mr. Antonio Banderas. The friends beyond the binary, ladies, the gentlemen, the boys, the girls, it's time for Nuns in Space. Scooter, I would never propose wearing flip-flops. But what about something to get me from my car to your door? Because there is leaves on the trees falling. And this is Nuns in Space. Yeah, shoosh. That's Mr. Antonio Banderas, old shoeless Antonio. Won't be in any, I know you were going to say brand name of shoes that you think are quiet but aren't. That's Mr. Antonio Banderas. This is Nuns in Space, everybody. Hey, Pen Pal, it's me, Stan. Scooter, if you're listening, or Pen Pal, if you could get a hold of Scooter, that would be great. I could use some help here. I'm running in and I'm running a coliseum, Scooter. And, no, not with gladiators. Of course not, Scooter. Of course not. Running Pen Pal. So I found myself, Pen Pal, I don't know when it started. But at some point I found myself on this planet alone. I don't know where Scooter is. So that's probably I could use some companionship and some brainstorming. And it's not all bad. So I'm trying to look at what's positive and give you the positives. There's a giant coliseum here. It's not like the Coliseum in Rome or like the former, like it was before or after. But it is a Coliseum. There's people in the stands. Well, we changed the stands to rooms. So when there's people in the stands, they're the people of this planet and they're resting, or I don't know if they want to be called people. They're beings. And they're resting. And the rest of the time, this is very big too. And I seem to have powers to make the Coliseum rebuild itself. That's how we built the rooms. It's like it's connected to some of my processing. But what we do here all day long, this could be construed as positive, but it's not, a Scooter, is we run a race all day long. Everybody here on the planet, all the residents, or the current residents. And we've just been running it in the Coliseum because then I can control all the variables. Outside, I learned the hard way that outside of the Coliseum, I couldn't control everything. But now here in the Coliseum, I can control everything. So basically what happens is every day, everybody's resting. Most of the people, or most of the people of this planet, I'll just say it. They're not humans, but they are bipedal. And they do have opposable thumbs. And so they're similar to humans, a similar structure. But every day, they're on a very similar biological clock. That includes resting and sleeping. There's many different genders, but none of that's important, pen pal. The thing is, every day they wake up mostly at the same time. And while they're still kind of tired because their bodies need to replenish, we have, where they eat and but basically consume water and food. And then they chase me all day long in I guess it's not a race because it never ends. And I create obstacles to keep them engaged or so that they don't catch me, even though it's it is possible with their numbers, they could catch me at some point. But there was only one time, they even got close. My suspicion is they can't catch me, that it'll do something not good for anybody. And so I don't know why that is. I just feel it deep within my vacuum tubes. So that's it. Every day we run a different obstacle race all day long. And it's a good thing is that plenty of power sources for me. And then I help these, then they're so tired, then they eat. That's the only solution because they won't stop chasing me otherwise. Like they basically, like we get them down till they have to, because the great thing is they're all in sync. So there's no saying, well, I'm not tired yet. Everybody gets tired at the same time and hungry and a little bit grouchy. And that's only once in the morning. So then they just go to bed. They eat and go to bed. And then we start the whole thing over the next day. And how did we get here is that I got here. I don't know how I got here, when. But what I do remember is seeing all, outside of the Coliseum, I was here. And I saw them running around separately, chasing stuff. And chasing things floating on the wind, chasing paper floating on the wind, chasing streams. The lights of the Coliseum are very bright, so I could see everything day or night. And they were just they were all on different schedules. but they would just chase themselves so they were tired, and not all of them had. And then, so I started bringing them water and food, and I said, why don't you, and then they would just go start chasing again. And I said, this is a problem. Clearly this planet is chasing it. They're not chasing, none of them have tails, but they would chase their own tail if they could, maybe. They don't, though, because I tried that, pen pal. It didn't work. One of the things I did try. And so they run around. I said, okay, I got to help them. But then I tried to get them to stop. They won't stop chasing. And then I said, well, it's not realistic for me to run around this whole planet, which isn't it? The planet's not in great shape, pen pal. Seems like stuff's not going well here. And I discovered the Coliseum. I said, this is a great place. It's made for why'd you leave here? And they looked at me. So then I started them chasing different objects around, and they just didn't seem happy with it. Like they weren't engaged or something. I don't know. They had malaise, even though they were still chasing. I could see it on their faces, pen pal. So then I said, don't worry. And I kept, so finally I ended up, they had to chase me because I'm so, like they can't catch me like the gingerbread man. They couldn't catch gingerbread. I tried a gingerbread person. It was only, like an outline of one on a, thing spinning around. But they've adapted. And I've run some Moore's law, like pen pal, in case you're listening, like that's the easiest way to explain it. And at some point they will surpass my ability to make things like this is not an endless cycle. It feels endless. Every day we get up, they chase me. I try to design a way, obstacles and, things for them to climb. And like sooner or later they'll catch me and then it won't be good. So that's why I'm here waiting for Scooter. Like, Scooter, I'm like waiting here. I'm working. I'm going to be running all day long, Scooter. I could use your help. Scooter, I could use your help. I'm doing a lot of work here, Scooter. Okay, Stan. Yeah, I'm dreaming. Like, Stan, are you bathed in sweat? Are you wearing a sweatsuit or a tracksuit, Stan? Those are like, wow, this is quite a dream here. And you're wearing wristbands. Scooter, yeah, I'm super sweaty. I could use your help. I can't see anything at all. Okay, Stan, is there sweat in your eyes? Scooter, there's sweat in my eyes. Okay, because you don't have a headband on, Stan. Let me just look around here for anything I could put on you. I don't have a headband or a sweatband. I could use this pillowcase to wipe the sweat. Oh, what? No, Stan, you're not there. That was just a dream. Holy cow. Good thing, though, because I would probably grab the sock next, Stan. And, the nuns are calling me to get back to work. So it was a dream anyway. Sorry, Stan. Oh, wait a second. Now I'm remembering that we're caught in this loop. In case you're listening, pen pal, I guess I'm recording this for you or Stan or somebody else. Every day, I don't know how long a day is, so I'm using that in a generalized term, pen pal. But so every day I wake up, I'm having a dream about Stan. I'm the only crew member on a spaceship with the nuns from my childhood. I don't always remember the specifics about the ship because sometimes I feel like the ship is small and other times it's not small. But I remember everything else, which is we're caught in some kind of loop. We may be inside a Stan, but again, I'm like, wait a second, is that just something I'm misremembering? But the nuns are going somewhere on a mission, top secret. I can't figure that out. My job is to serve the nuns, which I'm supposed to be going, and they're buzzing me. But this time the walk is taking longer than sometimes I just leave my room and I'm in their cockpit. But by serving the nuns or doing what they need me to do, it somehow gets me to Stan, or it gives me the clues to get to Stan through some sort of mysterious portal. Then I go to Stan. Stan is not remembering everything. Stan will be somewhere. Delusion is a part of it. I'm pretty sure what I've learned is the delusion has evolved. I don't think it's sentient, but it lands on planets and kind of takes them over. But Stan is like Stan isn't the anti-delusion, because Stan is normally caught in delusion, but Stan has some sort of demigod-like powers, but Stan's unaware of those powers. And the people of the planet or the solar system or whatever are being impacted both by the delusion and Stan's attempts to fix the delusion, because Stan's not attempting to fix the delusion. Stan's trying to help the people of the planet, which normally would work great, but somehow Stan's unaware of the I don't know. So then I help Stan mostly by giving Stan ideas that don't work, and then Stan comes to a conclusion that does work. So Stan's still Stan, just with what we would classify as superpowers, but in Stan's memory, Stan remembers short-term memory is not working. Hello, sisters, I'm here. What's going on? I am sorry I'm late. Yes, sisters, I know I need to get back to, okay, sister. Yes, sister, what's the problem? Oh, yeah, I do see all these stacks. There's a lot of piles of papers. Are those tapes? Okay, and those are platter dry. Are those 3.5-inch discs? Does this spaceship even use? Oh, these are all for our important archives? Do they, sister, it seems like these piles are appearing and growing before my very eyes. Don't worry about that part. I just need to get these down to the archive. I didn't even know the ship had an archives room. Okay, so I should just, do you have a wheel? Oh, no, they have to stay in order? Okay. Well, can I take the pile? Because those are kind of tall piles. They look precarious. No, they have to stay in order, and you don't trust me to keep them in order. Oh, okay. You think they're their exact size? I could carry them in my arms and tuck my chin. Oh, yeah, you're right, sister. I'll start with these. Luckily, they're on a platter, these 3.5-inch drives. Yeah, we got my chin rest. Oh, whoa. Oh, no, I didn't fall. I didn't drop them. Don't worry, sister. Okay, I'll go as slow as I can. Okay, I won't bumble them. Because obviously that would damage them. Oh, somewhere in here is the solution. Okay, just imagine that and one of these things is your instructions to release me from service. Okay, I'll go down. Oh, there is a storage room or archive room here. All right, I'm going to put these discs down. Next up, platter drives. Oh, now there's more piles of looks like filing stuff. Okay, sister, I'm going to come take these platter drives. I'll be back. Yeah, these are a little bit, the thing is that the sisters can't hear me. I don't want to break these drives, so I'm being careful. But the papers, I got to pick up my pace once I get done with the drives with all the filing stuff, because it's growing. And I can drop the papers maybe. Oh, boy, the filing room, though, I got to go over this balance beam. It's not too far down. It's just like a balance beam that's like 4 feet off the ground. Those are easier, I've heard, because it's easier. It just is like storage underneath here. Let me get the first stack of papers. And I'll be very, very, this is precarious. Don't worry, sister. I won't bumble. I'm not a bumbler. I mean, I guess I am. Man, okay, so I go over this balance. Okay, I made it. Now I go back to the cockpit and get another stack. Hi, sisters. Don't worry, I am a bumbler, though, sisters. So it's not my really fault that, the thing about telling someone they're a bumbler, okay, just follow orders. Yes, sister. Okay, I'm back in the hall. I was going to say, though, they keep calling me a bumbler. The thing is, I learned when I was a busboy, you just don't look at it and your body will balance it. But then when you're saying to somebody, don't be a bumbler, and it gets in their head, I got to focus here on how I'm going to get back to Stan. Wait a second. Like, whoops, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no. All the papers fell off the balance beam into the storage below. Might as well keep going and go back and get more, and then I'll worry about this. Oh, I dropped another. Wait a second. This has got to be how I get to stand. Maybe I got to clean up the papers. Okay, I wonder if there's a rake around here. I'll rake these papers and folders. Wait a second. If I rake these papers and folders up, I can make like a pot. This is just like raking leaves. And then I can jump into the pile of leaves. I bet you that'll bring me to stand. So that's exactly what I get this. Oh, this is a nice little pile here. And I don't have to worry about any doggy-do because I'm the only one here. And then I'll jump in here and I'll be headed to Stan. Scooter, you're here. Yes, Stan. Sorry. Scooter, where'd you come from? Where you been? If I explain it to you, Scooter, you got to get on my back. We got to keep moving. Okay, Stan, like your bag, the back of your machine, your back, Scooter, you could get on my backside. Yes, you could giggle. Okay, but it's just your back here. Yeah, Scooter, hold on. Stan, oh, wow, I didn't realize you had handholds here. Scooter, yeah, some machines need to be slid in and out of alcoves. So they are handholds. Perfect for riding on your... Stan, have I ridden on your back before? This is, Scooter, technically, Scooter, I need to focus. Okay, Stan, Scooter, okay, I'm done focusing. Oh, are your nanos making obstacles that you're running over? Scooter, they are. We're being chased. Okay, what happened? Why are we being chased? Oh, Scooter, it's a part of, you didn't get my messages? Oh, hold on, Stan. Oh, no, the ones for Pen Pal and me, I'm getting them. Okay, Scooter, why run over these obstacles? Okay, Stan, I listened at 3 times speed. Oh, okay, Scooter, so can you tell me what's going on? Oh, like repeat back to you to make sure I understood is what you're really... So you're being chased by the beings of this planet, which you're keeping here at the Coliseum, which is a giant... I mean, this thing is huge. Stan, you didn't really... I guess for size and scope, this is humongous. And so you have been on this planet doing your best alone without my help. Yes, Scooter, if we had time, I'd like to talk to you about your being my sidekick in friendship no, I totally understand. It's so you're here on this planet, you're being chased, you got to this planet and you found a planet full of beings that were pointlessly chasing stuff and you said, this must be why I'm here, to help them. Scooter, exactly. They were just chasing stuff around. And they were running around just chasing stuff. So you said, well, let me help you, give you something specific to chase and just instead of just chasing things around. Scooter, exactly. And then your solution that you eventually built your way up to was more and more complicated chases as you found this Coliseum where people could live together and like, because you just basically, they chase you until they're so tired they can't chase anymore. They all are on some sort of very similar schedule in metabolism. So they all get tired at the same time. They don't actually get so tired. This is one thing I didn't know if you noticed, Stan, but they know their limits. Scooter, they do know their limits, but they go right up against their limits. Right, but at least they know they have to, Scooter, I don't know if they would stop, but they're willing to stop. Okay. But, so they stop, and they can't catch you, but you're not exactly sure. That's just a sense you have. Scooter, deep in my vacuum tubes, I sense that if they catch me, well, then it would just undo the whole show, and they would just go back to chasing. They would say, oh, we don't need to chase, because we built our way up to them chasing me. So then they would just go back to the old ways of chasing stuff around, Scooter, which doesn't make any sense and didn't work, and then they were spread all over, and there was definitely, Scooter, I'm not, I know it seems like I have to be in control of this situation, and I'm trying to fix things, and there is some missing pieces, Scooter. I'll be the first to admit it, but I know something was wrong. Like I said, deep in my vacuum tubes. Okay, so let's just trust that you're right. They can't catch you because they would just go back to the old ways or something else. Like your vacuum tubes are saying that. You're also saying when you got here, the fact that they were just chasing stuff around the planet was that there's a few things missing we're not getting. But okay. But you also feel the need to keep up this obstacle race. Here's the thing, Stan. I was thinking at first, what if, at first I was going to say, what if they catch me? Scooter, they would catch you instantly. Okay, so that wouldn't work. That was my first idea, though, is like I could take over and then bumble and they could catch me and then I could get information from them. Scooter, that won't work. But so that idea won't work. I don't think, Scooter. They wouldn't believe. They wouldn't. They'd just catch you really fast. They're really fast, Scooter. Okay. Well, what if, here's the thing. They can see me on your back, right? What if I fall off your back, and then start chasing you again? How close are we to a break time? Scooter, pretty close. Okay, so what if I fall off your back, then I bumble, and then I keep chasing them, or I keep chasing you with them? Scooter, come on. Stan, it's just an idea to try out. I don't see a downside to it. Well, you might be, okay, there's only a few seconds left, so okay. And then I'll get back, I'll see what kind of info I can find out. Okay, did everybody see that? Oh, what's that? That's the big bell? Oh, you're all tired. Wow, am I tired too? There goes that freestyle soda machine. Well, what's a freestyle soda machine? Oh, you don't have them on your planet? That's what the thing we're chasing is. Did you see I caught it? Oh, you're all pretty too tired to talk? Okay, let's go into the drinking and eating area. By the way, Stan, the interpreter device is working perfectly. Scooter, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, because you forget. Anyway, so, oh, wow, Matt, wow, this is great. What a great chase today. One of the best ever, I'd say, especially because, I don't know if you saw it again, I jumped on. Oh, you did see it. Okay, now that you're having some food and stuff, you're a little more social. Yeah, I am a little bit different. I'm not quite as, I don't know, I'll be honest, I don't know where I am or how I got here. I just know I was chasing that thing. Does anybody else feel like that? Like, how did we get in this situation? Yeah. Does anybody else feel deep down that this isn't working and it's, like a pointless chase? No chase is pointless. So you're right about that. Chasing this freestyle soda machine around inside this complex is not where we were. I can remember back. I don't like, oh yeah, before you were chasing things around. Yeah. And, oh, here comes somebody else. Stan, is that you? Scooter, it is. I'm in disguise. I didn't realize I could come and join you in disguise. Wow, you look just like one of the beings. Oh, hi. Hello. Does anybody want to be my friend? I'll be your friend. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe you should think about what friendship means first, sir. Okay, I was just being a friend. We were just having a friendly conversation here about before this coliseum. Didn't anybody else just feel like you were running around, not pointlessly, but that something was missing in our chases? You're all nodding kind of knowingly. Yeah, that it was like we were just chasing stuff around, not pointlessly, but like just chasing around. I remember once I chased a feather for 45 days and I didn't see anybody. I don't know. Does anybody prefer this this chasing as a group? Doesn't seem right. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, nobody needs to guilt anybody here. No, Stan, we're just talking. Okay, well, it just doesn't feel like it. Okay, Stanley, why don't you take a look at what was like this Coliseum's here, and I don't know. Here's the thing: everybody's getting ready to go to bed. Does anybody have any dreams? Oh, I do. I have a dream that of a vision of a shiny woman named Phantasma. Okay, thank you, Stanley. Does anybody else have any dreams about? Oh no, I'm chasing her. I mean, figuratively. Okay, but does anybody else have any dreams? Oh, you dream of chasing stars. Okay, you do too. You do what really? Like shooting stars. Okay, a lot of people have dreams of, but we haven't seen. You haven't seen any stars in a long time, huh? Oh, because of the lights on this Coliseum. You're right; they're very bright. They may block out our ability to see shooting stars and stars. We should think about if that's okay. Some other dreams are flying through space. Really? You have a dream of flying through space. Okay. Oh, somebody else. You have a dream of swimming in, swimming in some sort of goopy substance. There's a lot of goop out here in outer space, Stan. They don't talk about that in the movies. Scooter, you're right. Oh, other people have that dream too. Huh. Like it's different, not water, you're saying, but you swimming around in something like water? Okay, that's interesting for sure. It's different than what I expected. Anybody else have anything else they're been dreaming about other than running through fields? Okay, covered in goop. So running through fields covered in goop. Running through a forest covered in goop. Oh, running through a meadow. Oh, a difference between a meadow and a field for sure. Running through a riparian area. Not sure what that, I've heard the term before, but is that like near a river? Oh, running through a grassy valley. Okay, different than a meadow. Oh, running through a mountain meadow. Oh, that's I like how everybody's getting tired though. Okay, Stan, they're all falling asleep. Let's go, Stanley. Let's go sleep over here in private. Scooter, what are we going to do? Okay, first off, we've got to shut the lights out and then figure out what we're missing, Stan. Like, these may be archetypal dreams. I don't know about swimming in goop, but I don't know, flying through space. Humans don't dream about flying through space very much. Through the sky they do, because we can't fly through space. Scooter, what are you saying? Well, I mean, as strange as dreams can be, Stan, and I'm no expert on anything. I'm a bumbler, right? I bumble for you, just like the nuns would say. Scooter, what are you talking about? Well, I'm just thinking that I'm just thinking, I don't know if you have dreams about stuff that's not like I don't think we have dreams about chasing shooting stars either in such a specific way. Scooter, so I think I don't understand. I'm hoping for your help. Scooter, I'm shutting down the lights of the Coliseum. That took a lot of, they didn't want to be shut off. So I had to actually break the lights. Okay. Well, so tomorrow, I wonder how much rest they need. Like if we wake them up to look at the stars, what would happen? Okay, Scooter, let's do that. Hey, everybody, it's Stanley. The lights went out on the Coliseum. Let's go outside and look at the stars. We were all dreaming. Oh, Scooter, look there's a lot of stars. That was the only light source on this planet. Other than those two moons and those stars. Scooter, how do you see those moons? So they're not, you could still see them. Oh, yeah, Scooter, I'm sorry. But, yeah, they're not black. Well, yeah, you just see they're just slivers. Two moons, a lot of stars. Oh, everybody's like jumping at the shooting stars. Scooter, it's like they're jumping to jump off the ground, though. You're right. Now everybody's kind of looking. I'm feeling like I'm trying to jump. Right. So yeah. So I could chase the stars, just like you're saying. Oh, like I could fly through space and chase the stars. Yeah. Stan, this is everybody's kind of saying on the same page here. Okay, Scooter, but everybody's kind of wandering around now. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little, what's everybody feeling like? Walking around doing what? Oh, swimming in goop and then running through meadows. Scooter, I just got contact with outer space because the lights were also blocking my ability to download data. Okay, and what's coming through? Scooter, there's in this region, there's been I don't have when it started, but they're calling it the great unwatering, but it's really a lack of there's something going on with all the growth in the universe, in this part of the universe, this galaxy. And this planet, Scooter, and as I've been doing some echolocation, the Coliseum this planet used to be full of meadows, and there's still underground meadows, Scooter. There was some on the surface, but this is, as far as I can tell, Scooter, this planet is a source of life for the universe, or this part of the universe, this galaxy. Okay, Stan, you can use general terms with me. Scooter, I think it'll confuse you. Right, that's okay, though. So what are you saying, Stan? Scooter, my theory is that the Coliseum is blocking something, and that your dream theory is correct, that they're meant to fly through space because they're not humans. And they're meant to run through goop, swim in goop, and then run through fields. I don't understand. It's underground fields, I guess, Scooter, but none of that can be accessed because of the Coliseum. Okay, Stan, here's an idea. Let's build a stairway to heaven. Scooter, what do you mean? Well, the Coliseum's made up of some sort of brick-like material. So if you start building the brick by brick, upwards, and that will help them get closer to heaven. And Stan, I don't think you're going to remember this, but I think the Coliseum is made up of bricks of delusion. So at some point we could build it past the, Scooter, that's impossible. I think it is possible for you, Stan. You've done a lot here on this planet. You have some sort of extra power here. Scooter, I'm building the Stairway to Heaven, even though I don't believe it's going to work. Right, it'll be like kind of like a space elevator or something. If we can get majority of it off planet, maybe we could get it into the gravitational pull of their sun. And, Scooter, that's working. Scooter, actually, your theory will work because for some reason these stairs are all sticking together. Right, it doesn't make sense, but you have the power to do that, Stan, I believe. Scooter, they're loving running up and down the stairs, and they're practicing jumping into space, but they're not able to do it yet. Right, but see the ground below, like now they're going below. I'm going to go, let's follow them below the ground. Oh, yeah, there's holes below the coliseum was covering up a giant pit of goop, a subterranean lake of goop, Scooter. Yeah, look at all of them playing in the goop. It's kind of translucent, and they're covering themselves in it. They're not bathing in it as so much as slathering themselves in goop. Scooter, it's like it's extra thick moisturizer. It doesn't come off, it doesn't seem to be. It could be like a spacesuit, Stan. Scooter, but now they're going running. They're chasing underground seed pods. Yeah, through these beautiful underground. Wow, there's a whole world down here, an organic world. Oh, this is like one of these inside-outside worlds. Scooter, what do you mean? Like, see how it opens up? It's on a, it's tough to explain. This has been in books before, but the center of the earth is also serving as a sun. So these are different plants, but they some of them can function in the light of the sun and some in darkness. Oh, and they're just running through fields of the plants, Scooter, and and meadows and grassy plains. Oh, hey, everybody. Oh, yeah, we're going to come run. We were just talking. You're all covered in, Scooter, they're covered in seeds. Oh, they're going, Stan, that was it. You just solved it. Scooter, what do you mean? Watch them. They're all going up the Stairway to Heaven now. Scooter, it's reaching towards the sun. Okay, so the Stairway to Heaven will just help them at first until they regain their leg strength or whatever. But see, now they're chasing shooting stars. Scooter, they're flying through space. Yeah, so these beings are chasing shooting stars across this part of the galaxy, or this galaxy, this part of the universe, and this planet. Okay, Scooter, what do you mean? And how's that important? Okay, so shooting stars may not go anywhere, so they may just chase it for the love of chasing it. But eventually they're going to take a break on a planet, or a meteorite that they're chasing is going to land on a planet. And then they're going to run around the planet, or their goop will start, see, because now they're coming back. As their goop starts to dry out, they come back before it fully dries. But a lot of their goop has gone, and the seeds on the goop have gone. Scooter, these are the, seed spreaders of Sarasa. I'm sorry, what, Stan? These are the seed spreaders of Sarasa. Oh, I haven't heard of that, Stan. Oh, I looked it up. It was in a database. Scooter, the Stairway to Heaven's starting to get pulled into that sun's gravitational pull. But I'm also getting tired, Scooter, from solving this. Yeah, we helped these people spread seeds throughout this universe, or this galaxy. And that's all we need to do now, Stan. You could lie down. I'm going to lie on your back here and hold you and hold on to you. Scooter, it's like we're cuddling. We are cuddling, Stan. Actually, I'll be back. I'm going to go slather myself in goop and then sleep. Okay, Scooter, don't get the goop on me, please. So, okay, Stan, I won't. And hopefully you'll dream your Captain Phantasma while I don't dream of me slathering myself in goop. Okay, Scooter, I promise I won't. All right, Stan, and I'll see you soon somewhere. Okay, Scooter, I'll see you soon, too. All right, I want to thank everybody that became a patron recently. I couldn't do with everybody that supports the show on Patreon. So I want to thank Heather, Bridget, and Larry. Thanks, and good night. So we're Lizzie in September. Thank you, thanks, and good night. Kim, Angel, and Cassandra. Thank you, thanks, and good night. DJ, Mila, and Savannah. Thank you, thanks, and good night. Mary, Snippy, and Alexander. Thank you, thanks, and good night. Annette and Lisa. Thanks, and good night. And Sam and Matrisava. Thanks, and good night. Thanks everybody who supports the show or supports the sponsors. That's how we're able to be here for free. And thanks everybody that spreads the word about the podcast and just lets people know about it. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Thanks and good night. And here's a little bit from a Tuck You In sponsor. That's how we've been able to put all those extra episodes out in the archives. Thanks everybody.